using applications from the 20s around here.
Wow. You know what that would be? That would be great to use for like a desk thing to just put things like paper clips and...
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Three Energies visit. I can tell you Three Energies already that come into this space. Don't know if they're regulars or if they just decided to give me the information for whatever reason, but I'm not able to really tell which is which yet. There's a woman who worked here in some sort of administrative or secretarial job. Attractive enough, although she considered herself a bit of a plain Jane. She was attractive enough, but not like a real looker. And interestingly enough, two women's names came into my head. Agnes and Harriet.
Okay.
Don't know what that means at all. And then a man who was unidentifiable, but strict, and again, you know, I almost feel silly saying this because it's a business building, but kind of an inside the box, doesn't veer outside the lines too much, cross your T's and dot your I's kind of a business guy. That's when he was alive, he wouldn't have been liked very much because he was kind of rigid and a taskmaster. So he was kind of one of those regimented, and he's stingy. He's kind of like Scrooge. I hear I'm the one who walks. So if you've heard footsteps or anything in this space, very well may be him. And I would not be surprised if his name is something like Edward.
Oh, sorry.
Edward.
I think that's come up before.
That came up on the new Ovilus the other day
Yeah.
in the office over here.
Rolls of things, and I'm talking big rolls. Like I see these carpets that are rolled on here, but it's like rolls of, it's not rolls of carpet. It doesn't feel like rolls of carpet. It feels like rolls of paper, or it's not carpet. There's something in big rolls. I see rolls of things. I don't know why I'm seeing rolls of things.
Maybe some of the metal they use.
I was about to say sheet metal for making the signs.
And they made Coke signs here.
Yeah. Could be something like that, maybe. Well, you know, at the end of this, the run that they had here, and they weren't making trays, they were making wire. Could be rolls of wire or something like
I've
that.
seen things on rolls. You would probably get good results on things for anything that needs to light up. Like, somebody here likes lighting, like watching the lights light up. Like the lights on a K2 or like a
REM pod.
REM pod or one of devices like that. They kind of, and usually that's like a child, but you know, it can be an adult. It's like, yeah, watch me do this. Let's see if that's a challenge to exert my energy into the third dimension enough to light up all the lights. Somebody drove that. They're just giving me a random information. Somebody drove a Studebaker. Because because I just heard Studebaker. Unless that's something that's got to do with this building, I don't know. I'm assuming that they're telling me they drove a Studebaker, or they had a Studebaker.
The
or they
frames
might.
in the basement.
No, there's a
car
garage in the
frames?
basement, so.
Oh, yeah?
But the history is very vague on this building. We can't find a lot.
I just heard it was very hot in this building in the summer. And cold in the winter. Somebody just did, I mean, conversationally, I'm getting stuff in my head. It's very hot in here in the summer, and I heard, and cold in the winter in a different voice.
Chip, you can go through those doors if you want. I think there's a light switch if you need it. You turn the light on?
It's pretty light back here.
So, residual stuff, have you ever had anything go on? Have you investigated back here?
Oh, yeah, sure have.
Have you had residual stuff? Have you ever had anything residual from a younger female that you
Yes, I have.
put for as far as younger female goes? And did it seem like it was urgent or frantic?
Yes.
You want to know the story?
Yes.
There was almost a sexual assault in this area.
I have that on video on that camera from last weekend, testing out the new obelisk for it.
Almost a sexual assault in this area, but she kneed him in the balls and got away.
That's right on, because I asked, did you fight your attacker? And I didn't get quite a yes, but the words that came up on the new obelisk went to that.
She kneed him in the nuts.
But this was in the basement. This is where we were getting it. But I
Good.
had,
Spirits are mobile.
yeah.
But I'm telling you, it happened somewhere, I think, and it could have happened in the basement, right above, right under us. But I'm feeling that I'm getting that information here, mostly back there.
I can't remember her name. It gave it to us on the obelisk, but I don't remember.
I'm not getting a name
Yeah.
at all.
My wife would remember, but I don't.
See the area where the light's shining down in the back, where there's one little
Yes.
floodlight in the back? That's kind of the area that I'm picking that up from.
Okay. I wonder if there's a bathroom or anything like that back
I don't
there.
know, let's go see.
This is usually shut.
Yeah, that's.
Some kind of room back there.
Oops, sorry. It's all right.
I guess there is a room back here, but it could have been something else back then.
Yeah, that looks like it could have been a restroom door right there, the way that goes along with the ones on the other levels.
Yeah.
So,
Padlocked. Elevator.
A lot of cool stuff in here. My grandma had a glider like that.
Yeah, I've never been back there because that gate's always locked. I've just been to the first area.
$1991. Whatever that was, is not here right at the moment. many stories in the building?
7, isn't it?
7 stories in the basement, yeah.
You had a lot of activity on 6.
Yes.
We've had, yeah.
A lot of pretty consistent activity on the 6th floor.
That's
Yes.
where I had my camera knocked out of my hand when I was holding it through a hole in the elevator shaft.
Yeah, I think you'll probably have a lot of activity on the 6th. Is what I picked up because they just get tank 6th floor, 6th floor. A woman says she used to sneak and smoke out here.
Chip, here lately, in the past month, we had a lot of activity on the 4th floor too. Is anything coming to you?
I haven't heard anything.
Okay.
Of course, when you ask that question, I'll see if I get an answer. I haven't heard anything yet. That's kind of what I'm getting for now. What are your questions? What are you concerned about? Or do you have any concerns about things that are going on here in the building, or what's...
Well, in the 4th floor, there's a restroom up there, and I can't tell you how many women have gone into the restroom and it felt like somebody was touching their hair or touching their back or something like that.
Who are these women?
Just women that came to investigate the building
Okay.
and so forth.
So you gotta, here's what I say about that. They're already sensitized to the fact that something's gonna happen to them in this building. So if independently of each other, they're telling you this story, if you said other women have been touched in this bathroom, and they go in and go, whoa, I got touched too, I'm suspicious. If they go in and know nothing about that bathroom, you haven't primed them like you prime a well,
Right.
then maybe. But then again, if you've got somebody, that's what I tell people, they go, oh, well, I'm having these experiences, blah, 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 blah. I tell people, you know, you're watching the ghost shows on television, I got an interest in the paranormal, you've got a heightened sense, you're hyped up and amped up already. You know, I call it the red Kia Soul syndrome, and I'll explain that to you. I went out and bought a red Kia Soul because I thought it would be really cool for a psychic in a medium to say I bought a new soul today.
Very clever.
That being said, I never noticed red Kia Souls till I bought my red Kia Soul. I never had a reason to. I bought my red Kia Soul, and then every red Kia Soul that I see on the road, I go, oh look, there's my car. And now every Soul I see, I go, oh, there's a Soul. I don't like that color very much. You did it when we went to dinner the other night. Did you realize you did that? You did the whole I am sensitized thing when we went to dinner, my first night here. You said, oh look, what was the gentleman's name we went to dinner with?
Steve.
Steve's got your car.
Yeah.
Understand now?
Yeah.
You were sensitized to the fact, but I'll bet you until you got that vehicle, you never would have noticed that vehicle on the road, right? Really? You wouldn't have really paid a lot of attention. So you kind of become observant and sensitized and aware of that. So it's the same thing in the bathroom. If somebody knows that there's been something that's gone on there, they're already almost anticipating it or sensitized to it. So you got to have a healthy dose of, yeah, maybe I got something here, maybe I don't. They know they're coming to a haunted, a potentially haunted location, and everywhere's haunted. But you're not going to walk in every time into this building and get overt activity. It's not going to come at you all the time.
That's why we like to go to a place and just know the name of it. Like, we don't look it up or anything, we go in blind.
Right.
And they want to, well, you want to know what's happened here? I'm like, no.
Not yet.
Yeah, that way we find out on our own, so we're not.
That being said, that provides you with a great opportunity to do an experiment.
Yeah.
Bring a totally independent person in who would know that this was a haunted location. But what you can do is this. You bring in a person. Nice.
But with the old obelisk, we were getting a bunch of names in the basement just to the right of the stairs down there.
Okay.
Where you were at the stairwell.
Yeah.
But then everything seemed to leave, and we started to seem to get negative energy down there. And then the obelisk just made this pop and these squealing noises, and we thought it was like a negative entity down there, but we've never had anything bad happen.
What led you to believe that it was a negative entity?
Just that everything all of a sudden was talking to us, and poof, it went. And the last time I had the obelisk pop and squeal like that, I got shoved.
Okay.
But my
Were you
wife thought it
hurt,
might
were
have
you
been.
hurt or harmed?
No,
Okay. Mike, right?
Terry.
Terry.
That's Mike.
Oh, Mike over here,
Mike.
Terry over here. Told you I'm bad with names. All right, here's the deal. Don't be quick to assume that something, unless you were hurt or unless you have trigger signs, is negative.
Okay.
You know, shoving you, if it was a violent shove, then that gets my attention. If it was just kind of a nudge,
That was kind of a nudge, but it was the feeling in the air.
okay, and that's fine. But were you hypersensitive also at that point
Yes.
in time because of what was going on?
Yeah.
You gotta really look at all the aspects on the third dimension and say, all right, I don't want to jump to any really big conclusions yet. Not saying it wasn't happening, I'm just saying question yourself
Okay.
on what's going on and really take a clinical look at what's going on with you. Honestly, I don't feel like anything negative is in this building. And I've asked, all right, come and make yourself known if you want to come brag to me. And that's what I usually say to them, come brag to me. Because they'll usually, if there's anything negative or big and negative, and I just got a little bit of a headache, so that, I'm going to pay attention to that. All of a sudden when I said that, my head just went, and that could be that I've got a cold. I'm going to be real pragmatic. I've got a cold. It's really dusty in here. Any number of things. I'm probably going to go use my, but on general feel, nothing's come to say to me in the building. So we'll, if anything does tonight, and with me being in the building, lots of times with my heightened sense of awareness, they'll take advantage. They will take advantage of that and come and knock on my door. I just sang part of Three's Company, didn't I?
Yes.
Knock on my door. What's wrong with me? We'll see. I don't feel anything negative, and I think you've had a valid experience.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, I'm supposed to tell you, don't jump to that conclusion
Okay.
that you're picking up negative stuff. If you got something negative, it's gonna.
I've been to a couple places where.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Do you know who Carmen Reed is? The mother from Haunting in Connecticut.
Yes.
Yeah.
Carmen Reed said something to me once that I really love. Carmen said, "Angels whisper, demons scream." I love that. Angels will give you information in really sweet ways, and demons will try to destroy things. So, and the same lies true to a degree with any kind of a negative energy versus a benevolent or benign energy. They're going to be friendly and whatever, and they may come up to you and jostle you, or ruffle your hair, or even goose you, whatever. But if it's something negative, it's going to scratch you, it's going to slap you, it's going to pull your hair, it's going to shove you instead of nudge you. It's that little step between, oh, that really got my attention, and that hurt.
Okay.
Jesus calling.
Yes. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
That was very good, especially with the sexual assault thing. We got that with the obelisk last weekend when we were testing.
I feel like somebody, and it doesn't feel, it kind of feels like it's almost like date rape.
Yeah.
Like she knew the person 100%, not like she was jumped by an unknown assailant. Like somebody was in here and he thought he was going to get lucky, and she thought, you've got another thing coming, because you ain't getting none of this.
Yeah, because from the evidence we were getting through the obelisk, she attacked you back, so, as you said she did. So.
Oh, in my head, I saw him trying to cozy up to her, and she's, women, back in the day tended to look and dress a little older to some degree than what I see now. And she looks like she's 40s, 1940s.